Hey everyone, I'm out at the golf course this morning to give you my final review on these, the Maxfli Tour and the Maxfli Tour X golf balls. First off, thank you to MyGolfSpy and Maxfli for sending these to us to test. At $35 a dozen, these have always been on my radar, and so I was excited to get to try both models during the past couple of weeks. Jumping right into my first impressions, when you look at these balls, the packaging looks real professional, really tour. Wouldn't know any different from your high dollar brands out there. Certainly, I think Maxfli has done a very nice job there. The feel of the golf ball is that of a premium golf ball. You can tell it is a urethane cover ball. As far as looks and durability goes, I really like these golf balls. Large Maxfli printing on them. The design is pretty clean. The only thing I can say is that they do claim to have this enhanced alignment aid that is slightly larger than a normal alignment aid. It's got two parallel lines outlining the name of the golf ball on the backside. It is a little large, not say as large as Callaway's Triple Track, but maybe it is a touch large for my liking. I think I could prefer that it's a single alignment aid. That being said, they claim it helps with putting, and I found my putting to be pretty decent with these golf balls, so there might be something to that. Both models are extremely durable. I am somebody who hits a lot of trees because of where I play. Some very narrow, tight tree line fairways. I hit several trees, didn't hit any actual cart paths, but overall the durability of the ball was great. Could barely find any scuffs. Occasionally, maybe a small grass stain or something, but overall in this looks and durability category, I got to give these balls 13 out of 15, with my only knock again being maybe the alignment being just a touch larger than what I would prefer. One of the interesting things about playing the two balls back to back was the sound and feel. Obviously, the Tour and the Tour X are different golf balls, the Tour being a lower compression ball than the Tour X. There's some things that they highlight on the box, but the first thing you notice when you hit these golf balls is that they sound and feel different. The Tour is softer, more of a thwack sound, can almost feel it melting on the club face, so to speak, versus the Tour X, which is certainly a harder and firmer feeling golf ball. It's more of a higher pitched tingy noise is the way I've been describing it, off of like my putter and off of the driver and off of the irons. It certainly is more clicky. Neither of these things are bad, it's just a difference in the balls. In this area, I don't think there's any need to deduct any points. I'm giving them both 15 out of 15 in the sound and feel area. Now for the important part, on-course performance. Like I said, I played about 10 rounds, splitting some time between both the Tour and Tour X. I actually even played one scramble round where I alternated back and forth between the two balls throughout the round. The Tour X was a solid performer all around for me. That being said, please keep in mind I am a higher swing speed player. My driver can get up to 115, 118 when I'm very warmed up. Typically, though, it's going to sit in the low 110s. A stock 150 shot, I'm a good day with no wind, is going to be a 45-degree pitching wedge, so keep that in mind when I talk about the Tour X. That thing was fantastic. Hop and stop performance, felt good, very long off the tee, maybe not as long as the Tour, and I'll get to that, but still adequately long, not too much spin off the driver, and plenty of spin on the irons to hold greens when it's wet, which is when I play in the mornings. Wet grass, wet club face, wet balls. I need that spin to help me stop the ball, and it worked perfectly. Now for the interesting thing, the Tour. I love the feel of the Tour off the club face. I thought it was a very good ball overall. It was very long off the tee, probably longer than the Tour X. Really nice feel when you middle one. It felt like it was exploding off the club face. And in general, if it was just the long game, I think I would prefer the Tour. Now, where the Tour struggled, I could not get it to react consistently off the club face. No matter what, I would have shots that would somehow stop within their pitch mark, just like the Tour X, but then I would hit another shot with what I thought was a similar swing and end up with a ball that ran out to the opposite side of the green. So now for the big question, are these game bag or shag bag balls? I think the Tour X is a fantastic golf ball for me in my game, and I suspect many higher swing speed players would really, really like that ball. At the moment, the only thing keeping me from purchasing that is that there's not a yellow option available yet. I know it is coming. I am looking forward to when it comes because I do anticipate at least buying a dozen or two to give them a good shot in a run against some of my other balls that I play more often. As far as the tour goes, if I could honestly get the same reaction out of the ball, I could adjust my game to match the tour. However, the big killer for me is that the tour does not, for me, react the exact same way every time I hit the ball into the green. And that is a killer when I don't know if the ball is going to stop or if it's going to run 15, 20 feet past where it lands. It's very hard to be consistent and confident in your shots into the green when that is the case. So for me, yes, the Tour X is going in the game bag as soon as we get a yellow. I will give them a 15 out of 20 on the white. If it's a yellow ball, I would say 20 out of 20 for sure. We'll give this an option in the future. As far as the Tour goes, no, I would not put the Tour in the bag. For me, it's just too inconsistent around the greens for my game. May not be for yours, but for my game, it is too inconsistent around the greens, and so I'm going to give that a 5 out of 20. It's pretty obvious Maxfli has some quality golf balls available for purchase these days, and I think each ball could fit specific players. As you can tell from my review, I got along very well with the Tour X, and I would be more than willing to put this into play, especially once a yellow ball is released. So for my final score, I'm giving the Tour X a 90 out of 100, which is pretty solid for a golf ball category. Certainly will keep this in mind next time I'm purchasing balls. As far as the Tour goes, I really wanted to like the Tour. I think it's longer off the tee than the Tour X for me. It felt great off the club face, but the inconsistencies around the green and hitting into the green just will not work with the way that I play golf. At that reason, I have to give the Tour a 65 out of 100. I think it's a quality golf ball at a good price, and I think for certain games it may work perfectly, but for my game it does not.